What's going on, guys? Third Street Reactions. Man. What's going on, guys? Third Street Reactions here. I'm Matt.
I'm Shane.
And we're back with Batman. Season 1, episode
14.
14.
Dude, last episode we had the wonderful Officer Monteo.
I saw your eyes wander there for a
I was
little
peeking
bit.
her out. I'm not gonna lie, I was peeking the ass out.
I was wondering eyes.
Okay, no, it was a good episode. It's called POV, from the different points of view of Monteo. Obviously Bullock and that one.
And the rookie.
Yeah, that crackerjack rookie dude who... Gee Willikers.
Oh, gee Willikers, Batman.
Yeah, he kind of had that...
Threw sparkles out of his fingertips.
He had that... what's it called? That boyish ignorance.
Yeah.
They were basically being investigated because they blew the case.
Yeah, they botched the sting operation.
Yeah, it seemed like Bullock was the one mainly responsible for it. It looks like he went in early. He definitely needs to develop better sneaking ability.
His coordination.
Coordination, sneaking ability.
And just all around just not being so stupid.
Yeah.
Like crawling into the light right in front of him.
Yeah, you know, he's an idiot. It's one of those things you just had to accept as an older viewer that it's written.
What was it? Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
What is that?
Mice and Men? Or it's a cart.
We saw that ninth grade.
I know, it's been forever.
I don't know how you remember that.
I got a good long-term memory, just not a good short-term memory.
Okay.
I can't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember what happened 20 years ago.
I'm generally the same way. I don't remember that movie, but I do remember... I mean, obviously, I remember the end of that movie. I remember we read the book in Mrs. Unfunro's class.
Oh.
Did you have Miss Unfunro?
No, we were in different classes in ninth grade. We had our junior year English class together.
Yeah, we had Miss Hammond together.
Miss Hammond. That was a fun class, but she did us dirty on that Star Wars thing.
Dude, shit, yeah, we did.
She just like all that all that time you and my mom worked on those posters.
Yep.
And then she just trashed them.
I don't think I ever worked so hard on something I got to see on.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched somebody work so hard on anything before.
Yeah, no. it was a hell of a thing. Batman was kind of the background character, and Montea, she was kind of the main character.
Yeah,
and we did talk a little bit about having her being a female cop. Like are they going to do some strong social message? Are they just going to make her one of the guys? No, I think they made her a capable young lady.
Yeah, they did it right.
They did it right. You know, no huge conversation about it. She was just a character that existed. She was more experienced than that rookie.
Right. She could handle
She
her.
wasn't
She could handle
super
her
strong. She wasn't like just this pretty girl who was like really capable, really pretty, and also like very bossy and like traditionally, I think, really like mean or masculine characteristics. I think.
No, she was still very feminine, but still able to whoop some ass.
Yeah, capable. It's just like, and I think that is something to be celebrated.
Yeah.
You know, not like mixing it all together.
Right.
Anyways, it was a good episode, guys. Hey, if you like this, like us, like our conversations, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Also, check out our Patreon. We have this episode episode uncut on there. We also have the next 4 weeks on there for 4-week early access. All right, guys, now we're going to jump in. Our episode, this episode Archer that revolved around, blimps.
Oh, it's
David Wise.
So it's that clock guy. I can't remember his name, but it's a clock dude.
David Wise. There's the guy who orchestrated the music for Donkey Kong Country was named David Wise.
There he is.
It's about time.
Oh god, what a twat.
That seemed like the guy who was captured in the last episode.
Bill.
The guy who's the boss.
Good morning, Fugit. Temple Fugit? I should think you remember the name by now, Counselor. We've only been
The other
taking
guy
the same
had like
train
one little
every
eye,
day
like
for
eyeglass.
1
Oh, okay.
year, 7 months, and 13 days.
Oh, right. The efficiency expert.
6 minutes behind schedule.
You seem pretty tightly wound this morning, Fugit.
I have an important court hearing today.
Course
There's been a
laptops.
$20 million judgment against my company.
Laptops
My
existed
attorney
in the
has
30s and the
appealed.
50s, right?
If we lose, it's the end of everything.
Temple, let me give you some advice. If that judge sees you looking as tense and haggard as you are now, he'll think you were up to something.
He looks like he's about to cry.
Something to relax.
You see his
before
lower
go to
lip
court.
shuddering?
Get out. Do you take a coffee break?
Every day, at 3 on the dot.
Then take it at 3:15.
Oh
But
man.
my schedule.
Forget your schedule.
About to have a
for
panic
one day.
attack.
Believe me, it'll make a new man out of you.
I needed those 5 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, sir, but
37 pages? That would take a copier exactly 1 minute and 49 seconds. One more delay like this, and you're fired.
Take your coffee break at 3:15. And get out of the office.
Put that in a thermos, Miss Perkins.
Oh, man.
I love the art and the coloring here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I like how grainy the concrete looks. It just
Yeah.
makes it look like real concrete instead of just coloring it just all in one.
Oh, Eric said that this is all drawn and colored on black paper instead of white. And that's
Yeah.
why it has like this distinct look that's
Right.
kind of darker. Ball. Boom.
You little brats.
Oh, man. Done fucked his whole day up.
Yeah.
No, no, don't do this to me.
See, if you had just stuck by your routine.
My needs those
See, Shane, that's why I got a routine, so shit like this doesn't happen.
I'm sure you're incredibly happy.
Oh, man. Nah, that just... I think he's gonna go seek revenge against...
Due to his failure to appear, this court finds your client in default. Summary judgment against him stands at $20 million.
No, you can't. I'll be ruined.
Then perhaps this will teach you to be on time for a change.
Oh, well.
That one incident, him trying to change up his routine, just fucked his whole world up.
Is he a mayor now?
Yeah.
Called him councilman earlier. Is that a blue traffic light? That is so weird. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, when it's off, it definitely looks blue.
I take it taxi drivers are no longer required to obey traffic signals.
Climb off it, geezer. You had the red.
It's nobody's fault. Look. The traffic signals are malfunctioning.
Yeah, that's one bad thing.
then why the hell would all the cars be doing that?
That's one bad thing about living in the big city, man.
I'll tell you what, when I was
There's the foul line.
in LA, it was as crazy with the traffic. The wait was, it take like an hour or two to go in anywhere.
Yeah.
I was in New York, everyone was like, it was insane.
Yeah.
But it didn't take as long.
Right.
Another piece of outlandish graffiti? Is this somebody's idea of a joke?
It is kind of funny.
I just like all these adults would be just laughing. They'd be like, dude, clear the road. I'm trying to get to work.
Yeah, I'd be the ones that are still pissed off about the whole...
He's already Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
It's about time you showed up. I suppose you want to know why I've brought downtown Gotham to a standstill, Batman. Hmm?
I want some answers, wise guy.
A pity. I don't know what to tell you, Batman. The 9:15 is always 6 minutes early.
Goodbye.
You tell me he fell backwards and just landed like a ninja?
He's had 7 years to practice that, Shane.
I mean, figure you look a little more athletic looking.
He had a suit on.
If the creep with the clocks did sabotage the entire traffic system, he had to have come here to do it.
Just imagine him for 7 years doing that exact same thing every day just to perfect it, to get away from Batman.
Batman, though,
My
is... I
pleasure. This
think,
is one of the finest back alleys in all of Gotham.
so...
See my ass, if I would have stepped over that, my foot would have caught that thing, I would have tripped right in my face.
What kind of saboteur uses a $6,000 Metronex to trigger a time bomb? Most jewelry stores register the serial numbers of the Metronexes they sell. Temple Fugit, 362, Brayfogle.
Is that the same car that takes Bruce, though? People gonna see that car and see Batman come out of it?
Tinted windows, Shane. Tinted windows.
ThirdStreet.
It's actually pronounced Toth.
Toth.
The location of Gotham Mutual's main branch.
No doubt some malefactors blacked out the bank.
The time locked. Fugit.
It was a trap.
Sorry I couldn't be
Batman,
with
you're
you in
smarter
person,
than
Batman,
that.
but I know you've got all kinds of gas masks, so I'm putting you out of my misery by simply removing all the oxygen from the room. The process will take 15 minutes, which is exactly 17 minutes less than the time it would take you to burn through the door with that oxyacetylene torch of yours.
Dude, he can hold his breath for 3 minutes.
Sensitive explosive.
I declare Gotham Central Station officially open. Let the first train arrive.
I was really looking like a clown.
Like sweating and shit.
So Batman needs to train in a high altitude chamber. He wouldn't have to deal with this.
Dude, he was in the League of Shadows. Navy SEALs can hold their breath for like 5 minutes. He figured he can do 3.
A mayor who can't even get a single subway train to arrive on time? Clear the platform, please. Here comes some more of our mayor's incompetence.
Honestly, the guy gave him pretty good advice. It just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stick to your routine, Shane. Stick to that routine.
Only minor injuries, thank God. Hill! Where's Hill?
There he is.
Well, you won't be for long. At 3:15 on the dot, those hands will come together, and you'll be crushed like an insect.
Isn't 3:15 when he told him to take his coffee break?
Does that time hold any meaning for you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You told me to take my coffee break at 3:15.
Oh, my Lord. The lawsuit. Fugit,
You did it on purpose. The plaintiffs were represented by your law firm, Mr. Mayor.
but I had nothing to do with it.
Now that you
How's that going to come together?
I mean, at most it might take an arm off.
Yeah.
And a leg. Arm and a leg might go.
I'm here to clean your clock, Fugit.
Oh, you tell him, Batman.
When it comes to clocks, I am king. On guard.
You shitting me.
Batman's been in a lot worse situations than that.
He's a fucking ninja. This fucking dork. Come on, dude.
Dork with like a little pokey stick. He's agile. I'll give him that.
Give it up, Fugit. Hill committed no crime against you.
He did worse. He made me late.
You shitting me?
Oh, come on. They're just making Batman look bad now. Make Batman look like Bullock.
Yeah, right?
I've studied news footage of you, and I know that it takes you exactly a 20th of a second to throw a punch.
Predicting.
Oh, jeez.
It didn't look like he's clearly tied there either.
You can't escape!
All of all people should know, there's always a way out.
That makes me dizzy. Look at that. Look how much that's shaking.
This is why our leaders shouldn't be helpless individuals. If our leaders are weak and helpless, that makes the rest of us look weak and helpless.
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between moral and courage and heroic courage, and I get you though.
Clock King, though.
How could anyone survive a wreck like this?
If I could, he could.
Then you think we'll hear from him again?
I wouldn't be surprised, Commissioner. I'd say it's only a matter of time.
Ooh, Batman made it funny.
Okay, so I don't know anything about this villain.
Yeah, neither do I.
No, Tempo Fugit. He's an interesting villain. He's kind of reminds me of the Riddler a little bit, like just the way his mannerisms and how, I guess, tall he is. I know.
Yeah, and slender.
Yeah, he just kind of reminds me of him. So he's trying to get revenge on the mayor who 6-7 years ago he was a councilman who just said to be more laid back. And then just every bad thing that could happen happened, and then you went to a judge who was like such an asshole that he wouldn't take any kind of excuse.
Right.
Which, you know, just bad circumstances. He didn't give him bad advice. You know, I have a routine, but you know, it's bendable. It has to be when you I think you have kids, or if you you know.
I don't remember the last time you showed up on time for anything.
Well,
I'm going clear back to like high school days.
Most of the time I've had to rely on other people to give me rides, and now I have to give people rides. I have my kids and stuff like that. When you have kids, they make you late. You know, like it's just how it is.
Yeah.
He had 3 minutes. Do you think he could have done that in 3 minutes?
Yeah, 3 minutes is a long time when you think about it.
Okay, when I was in 8th grade, I could hold my breath for like 2 minutes in a swimming pool without like any kind of training.
Right.
You don't think he can jerry-rig something that way? Because all he needs is to make sure that there's a hole in it. He doesn't have to carve his way out yet.
Yeah, he just needs a way for oxygen to get into it.
Yeah. Like, you don't think he could have fucking wrapped the string around there and jerry-rigged it? You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, he's Batman. I mean, this whole episode made him look kind of...
Well, I like the stuff in the vault. I do, but except for the fact that I think he needed to get out of there quickly. But if he needed to survive, I think he could have done what I just said.
Right, yeah.
That being said, okay, what did he say? You couldn't move that box? Or the slightest movement?
Or like, yeah, something like that.
Okay, obviously you couldn't move it too much. That's
right,
it.
and he kind of like, probably like hardcore jolt would set it off. That's why when he hit it with the boomerang, it exploded.
Okay, he couldn't carefully pick it up and take it over there?
But how do you get it up in the air like that? He had to pick it up and set it up there to put it on the little hoist thing.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So like, plus the clock man had to get it there somehow. So I think it's got to be like any kind of significant jolt or.
Yeah, I mean it was very pretty, but yeah, I'm just wondering like, yeah. So he put the explosion on the other side of the room to try to minimize it. He got behind there. Yeah,
well, he put it by the vault so it'd blow the vault door open.
Yeah, blow the vault door open, and he was far enough away from it, supposedly. Okay. Also, I'm calling shenanigans on the 315. That wouldn't crush you. Like you said,
No, because if the hands would strike each other, then the clock wouldn't work.
Yes.
So they
They're
definitely.
in different. They're different planes. Like
Yeah.
foreground and background.
Well, he'd probably like take his arm and leg off, but
Yeah, and that would kill you. But you
Yeah.
know, the way it was making us look.
looked like he was gonna smash him.
Yeah, look like he's gonna smash him, which it just would not make sense.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, I don't think anything else. And the subway stuff. I mean, this guy, he had his life ruined inadvertently, and he just wants to kill this guy.
He basically had 7 years just to plan all this.
And he is so capable with a dueling weapon. Essentially, it's a sword.
Yeah.
Batman, he trained as a ninja in League of Shadows. He could do swords, knives, nunchucks. He could do all that shit.
Like I said, they made Batman look like a fool.
Yeah, because you're in a clock, so
I mean,
because I am the master of the clock, Batman, you know.
All right.
And now because we're near, I'm like faster, stronger, and Batman's like running away.
Yeah, but like, being
the
clumsy,
guy's chasing
tripping.
him. Yeah, it's weird because I feel like I actually like the episode. I just feel like I'm shit on it. I'm not trying to shit on it, but like there's some I'll say fallacies. There's some logical.
Well,
missteps.
I think they had to dumb Batman down a little bit because this villain was, he wasn't, the most, ferocious villain. So I think they had to like dumb it down a little, Batman down a little bit. Because if they just made Batman a normal Batman, who'd just whooped his ass and have been over, and it wouldn't have been a good episode.
Yeah, it's just like I guess I want the writers to challenge Batman honestly without having to give us a dishonest representation of his abilities.
Right.
No, anyways, I actually like the episode. I don't know, I'm complaining.
Good.
I think it's just because, like you said, these shows are 22 minutes, and I'm just like on to the next one.
Yep.
So I don't, I'm not sitting here to a 2.5 hour movie complaining. I'm sitting here a 22-minute cartoon.
Right.
But that being said, no, it was cool. I like seeing a villain that I've never seen before. Also.
Right.
Tempo Fugit. I guess we'll see him again. And he's like, if I can survive that, then I know he could. You telling me?
Dude, did you see he was an agile motherfucker?
He's in it. I know
He's
that.
agile. He jump around, flips, and do all that good stuff.
So you telling me there's like a gymnast out there that Batman? I'm just saying. I think it's a stretch to say if I could survive it, he could.
7 years to train is a long time when you're that determined and motivated. I know you were that determined and motivated and still didn't make the basketball team, but
I didn't later, but I did early on.
Yeah.
I also had more steals than any two people on our team put together, except Danny.
That guy right there would have ran circles around.
If I had 7 years to train, I'm a little different.
Right.
Yeah. Now, anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Enjoyed the episode. See you next time.
Good.